أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Dear participants, I, Rehan Tahir Bhatt, welcome you all to this online webinar being conducted from the platform of Marvel Edge. What Marvel Edge is? I would like to introduce a little, just to give you a little history about Marvel Edge. It is a group of companies which is performing its services in different areas. One being the learning and online education platform, which goes by the name of MeLearning. Other areas include IT and business solutions and organic foods. Other than this, we seek into expanding into business consultancy and other prospects as well. Without any further ado, I would like to start this webinar right away and welcome Mr. Zeeshan Akram, today's presenter, to take over the session and start this webinar. Mr. Zeeshan Akram, over to you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you, Mr. Rehan, for giving me this opportunity. I'm really honored to present today's session on the Marvel Edge platform. Guys, my name is Zeeshan, and I'll be introducing you to a very fantastic and wonderful gadget that you might have heard before. And it will be a very interesting session. And we will be learning many things during this short session. And if you have any question, I will appreciate that you note it down on a piece of paper, and we will have a question answer session at the end. I'll give you a little brief about myself. As I already told you, my name is Zeeshan. I'm basically an electronic engineer from JIK Institute in Pakistan, and working in telecom sector for last couple of 15 years. Apart from my career, I'm basically working on different projects which are related to robotics, automations, IoT, Internet of Things, drones, planes, Android applications. And I will be helping you out in during different workshops and short courses and other sessions. So my mission is to pass on all my knowledge that I have learned during my academics or during my practical life to all you guys, so that you can be as successful as me and other guys. So I will not spend more time on this, and we'll come back to our topic. Today we are going to learn about Arduino. So this word may be familiar to most of you guys and something new for the rest. But by the end of this session, we'll make sure that everybody, all the participants, they know about this term, which is called Arduino. The agenda of today's session will be, that's your brain. Okay, that's something that is residing in your wonderful heads. I'm going to feed you about what is Arduino, why Arduino. We'll see the Arduino in action over a simulator. We will feel the Arduino in hand virtually, definitely. And I'll give you a little basics about how do we interact with the Arduino, how do we program it. And by the end of the session, you will be ready to explore this wonderful world and become a super lady, a superwoman, or a superman, inshallah. And the result of this superpowers will be giving you a skill that can help you earn extra money. So that's a wonderful thing. Okay. So the 4 areas we are going to cover in this one: what, why, how, and where about Arduino. Okay. So what is Arduino? Arduino is basically an open source electronics platform based on easy to use hardware and software. Okay. I'm sure that there are certain words which are very new for you. I will give you a short explanation about them. For example, open source electronics. Open source means it's something that is easily available and over the internet and over the resources. So you can easily use those resources without anyone's permission. Open source means that it's openly available for you to utilize, for you to learn, for you to reuse them, and you do not need any license or any permission from the owner, because the owner has given the complete permissions to use them. It's basically, this Arduino is a similar open source platform. It's a hardware and a software, a combination of both, and it is used to make very interactive projects, gadgets, toys, and many things. We will explore during this short session. So I have shown you some different Arduino boards which are available in the market under different names. So why Arduino? So before I explain to you, let's see a very small, interactive, beautiful video. Okay, so welcome back. You must have seen very beautiful and very amazing stuff in this short video. The purpose of showing you the video, that all the things you have seen, you must have like dreamed them before watching the movies, from where I took the clips, that how these things are made. So let me tell you today that you can develop all these stuff yourself using Arduino and many other available technologies which are free to use. And everything that you have seen, you dream, that is possible. The only thing to do is that you have to learn them, you have to work on them and do a good practice. So why Arduino? Arduino is very inexpensive, it's simple and accessible. The price of an Arduino is very reasonable. You can easily afford through your pocket money that you are getting during your Eid or other events. It's very simple to use. It's accessible, means that it is easily available from everywhere. Even if you are in Pakistan, you're in Saudi Arabia, you're in America, you're in Europe, anywhere you are living, you can easily buy this from your local market, or you can order it online and it can come to your door within few days. It's an open source environment. I already explained that it is an open source. What is an open source? And the environment is the platform or the place where you are using the Arduino. Cross-platform. Cross-platform means that You can use Arduino on any operating system. Some people use Windows, some people use Linux, some people use Apple. Okay, so what if someone says that I don't have Windows? No problem. Arduino can work on the Apple systems as well. So no matter what operating system you are using, you can use Arduino on that. It's a consumer industry independent. This is a very important thing. Some of you will become, inshallah, doctor, some will become engineers, some will go into arts, and some will be doing multiple things. So Arduino is for all of you guys. Doesn't matter that in which field you are going. Being a doctor, you can develop different gadgets for your own purpose, for your own use. Being an architect, you can do lots of other things. Being an engineer, especially, or even if you're an artist, you can develop very cool stuff using Arduino. So how you can do that? We will inshallah explore during our future sessions. So how Arduino works? We will go through these two lines, and then I'm going to explain you quickly about how the Arduino is basically working. Arduino senses the environment by receiving inputs from many sensors and affects its surroundings by controlling lights, motors, and other actuators. First of all, let's see, there is a new word called actuator. Actuator is basically anything that acts or does an action based on some information. So what Arduino is doing? Arduino is basically receiving different information from different sensors which are installed or connected to the Arduino. The sensors are giving information about the environment to the Arduino. The sensors can be light sensor, that how much light is in your room. It can be a temperature sensor telling you how much is the temperature in your room. It can be a humidity sensor. It can be darkness sensor. It can be a gas sensor. So we have different sensors which are telling the Arduino what is going on around the Arduino itself. Okay, and then based on those sensors, we can control lights, turn them on and off, turn on the motors and other devices which you connect to the Arduino. So the second part, you can tell your board what to do by sending a set of instructions to the microcontroller on the board. Two new terminologies here, instructions and microcontroller. Instructions are your orders. Your father tells you to do something, that's an instruction. Your mother asks you to do something, that's an instruction. So you tell Arduino to do something. So that's an instruction, an order to do something to be done by Arduino. Microcontroller. Microcontroller is made up of two words, micro and controller. Micro means small, controller means which is controlling something. So it makes sense. So you are controlling something like lights, motors, and other things. And based on what? The orders that you are giving to Arduino. How you give this orders to Arduino, we will explore inshallah during our future sessions. So where you can use Arduino? You can use Arduino in making different type of gadgets. You see, I have put some pictures over here. There is a robotic arm, you have security systems, you have robots, you have a chess game, you have a drawing board, you have decorations, you have clocks. So you have many things that you can make using Arduino. Okay, these are very small examples where you can use Arduino. That one of these examples I have shown you is Alexa. You must have heard about it. It's a voice interactive device that can speak to you, that can do different actions based on your request. You can ask Alexa that what is the temperature right now? It can tell you temperature. You can ask Alexa to turn on off lights. You can ask Alexa to tell you different news, what's happening around. So Alexa is your assistant. You can build Alexa as well using Arduino. That's wonderful for me, at least. Okay, let's have a little more information about this family. Arduino is not the name of the board. Arduino is the name of a family. The family has many members. Okay, just like you have a family, mashallah, you have your brothers, you have sisters, you have cousins. So Arduino has different brothers and cousins and sisters. We divide Arduino family into 6 major sections. We have entry level. Entry level means that once you are starting to work on Arduino, so we have very, very easy and basic boards that you can use. One of them, the famous one, is the UNO. Some people called it Uno, some call it UNO. So both names are okay. He doesn't mind. So the second is Leonardo, 101, robot, many things. And once you are familiar with these boards, you are expert in them, then you can move ahead to more advanced boards, which come under enhanced features boards. And then we have another beautiful series of Arduino, which are used to create Internet of Things products. Internet of Things are those devices or those systems in which you control your devices over the internet. For example, you are outside and you want to control something in your home. For example, you want to turn on your lights when you are coming back and it's dark. So you turn on your mobile, load the application, and turn on the lights while sitting outside. So you are controlling your things through the internet. So in order to make such kind of things, you need Arduino boards like Yun, Ethernet, Chan, and these kind of stuff. Then we have other boards for education purposes. Then we have for wearables. Wearables means that you are wearing, most of you must be having smart watches, Fitbits, and other watches. If you want to make your own, so you need to use one of these boards called LilyPad, Gamma, okay, and you can use them to build your own smartwatches, etc. Then we have the last category called 3D printing. All of you must have printers to print your assignments, your worksheets. So what if you want to make something a real model, something in 3D? So we use 3D printers to make 3D models. If you want to make your own 3D printer, if you are more into building things yourself, so you can use Materia 101 board and you can build a whole 3D printer yourself at home. That's cool for me. Okay, let's say hi to Arduino. So you must be hearing a lot about this tiny thing. We did a lot about this Arduino, but how does it feel? How it looks like? Okay, so this is your Arduino. Looks very beautiful with lots of labels. I will say that do not worry about the meanings of these words. Okay, I just wanted to show you that how it looks like in real life, something which we are talking about till now. One of the boards that you have seen over here, this one is called Uno. You see that this written over here. This is the Uno or UNO, whatever you want to like call it. Okay, so this board has different parts. We will not go into the more details. I will give you just an intro. This part is called a power section. This is how you power this board. Okay, and these sections, these are basically the pins where you connect different sensors, actuators, lights, motors. So you use these pins, the ones on the right and on the left bottom, to connect different sensors and different other gadgets. This is the microcontroller. This black thing, rectangular thing, this is called a microcontroller, where your instructions, your orders are stored inside. So you tell your microcontroller or to your Arduino that based on the level of darkness, you turn on the lights. So what you will do that you will connect one of the sensors of light sensors over here or anywhere and your lights to the other pins. And you inform or you ask this microcontroller then whenever there is darkness, turn on the lights. And if there is light in the morning, turn off the lights. So this is an instruction that you pass to this board and it performs different actions based on that. So this is a very easy to use thing and very informative, and I appreciate that you have joined this session today to learn about this new thing. Okay, so we have been talking about it till now. Let's see like how it works in a real life. At the moment, the real life for us is called a virtual world. I'm going to demonstrate you how you can use Arduino once you have it. And for that, I'm going to give you some simulations. What is a simulator? Simulator is a platform or it's an application or it's a software that you can use if you do not have a physical item in your hand. For example, you are learning right now, you do not have Arduino. You have already placed your order online or you have asked your father to go to that shop and buy it, but by that time you don't have it at home. So you want to do a practice. So let's not stop it. One of the simulators is prepared by a company called Autodesk. They have it called by Tinkercad. So tinkercad.com is the one that you can use until you do not have your Arduino physically. So it is very easy to use a simulator, especially for Arduinos. Once you create your user ID on this Tinkercad, you can start working on it. Let me show you that how you can use a Tinkercad for making a small application using Arduino. So once you click on the circuits, you have all the stuff available to you that you can use to build your circuits. So what I want, that I want to build a very small circuit using Arduino. So I will search for Arduino if it is here, if I can see it, or I can type its name, it will show me. Okay, so I will simply click and drag it in my work area here. And then if I need lights, I can use different kind of lights. I have LEDs, I have bulbs, so whatever. I will simply drag it. So see, it's simple drag and drop thing. You just connect these LEDs using wires. How to connect? Click on one of the pins, just click, no drag, click, that's it. So you have this line visible to you and you just click on one of the pins where you want to connect like this. Okay. And then you connect the other pin to a specific pin. Okay. So how do you connect it? We will teach you inshallah during one of our short courses. And once you have connected, you can start writing the code. You have two options. You can use the blocks or you can use a pure coding command. But it's a very simple code where you can write a code. How to write a code? It will be covered in one of the sessions in the future, inshallah. Okay. So what you have done till now, you have made a small circuit using an Arduino and write a code and it can turn on or off the lights. Okay. So right now we have connected this LED to the pin number 12. Okay. So in the code, you can mention that you have an LED connected to this one. Okay. Once again, I'm sure that till now you have lots of questions. We will have a question answer session at the end of this webinar. So keep your questions ready on a paper, and once we will have the question answer session, then you can ask during that. So let's see. Okay, I made this small circuit for you that basically turn on these lights. So let's turn them on and see how it looks like. You see, the lights are turning on and off in a sequence. Right to left, left to right, okay? Then I have this special motor, which I can control using a joystick over here, see? So you can use this motor to create a robot. You can put this motor inside a car, and you can turn your car left and right, or do different actions if you make it on a robot. So it's very, you see, you use only a motor and this controller with Arduino, and write a very simple code. You see, very simple code. And this code is controlling this motor. You see, as I told you that this is very simple to use. Then another application I have, it's called a dimmer. Dimmer means you can control the intensity of the light using this special controller. See, I'm going to increase the intensity. Maybe it's a little more, not more visible to you, but I can see that if I change the values, the light is going lighter, 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 okay, and until it turns off. So this is how you can make a small table lamp for your room using the Arduino, and you can adjust the darkness, light using this. Okay, so you see, it's very wonderful thing, and you can create a lots of different stuff. So what you can do with the Arduino, you can build robots, you can build games, you can build decoration stuff, you can make cars, gadgets, just anything you want, you can do it. You see, I have all these things available to me. Decorations, robots, cars, okay, many other applications that you can make, because you have to dream big. Sky is the limit. Whatever you want to build in your dream, just make it. Okay, so the MeLearning is basically offering you short courses using Arduino. Okay, we have the courses which are like Arduino basics, telling you that how you can build the very basic things using Arduino, like turning on the lights, blinking them, or making the motors run. So this is a very basic course, the how to program an Arduino and how to work on it. So this is a very basic course. Once you are done this one, then you can start building your own cars. Okay, these cars can be controlled through your mobile, through your PS2 controller, okay, or you can program it. It will automatically move around, okay, and if it hits about to hits a wall, I have a sensor installed. You can see this eyes like sensor. It will detect a wall and it will make the car move back or turn right or left. So it will be complete autonomous car, just like Elon Musk. Okay, and then we have a workshop in which you can build your own robot. This is one of the most wonderful workshops I love to do. So you can build your own robots using Arduino. And then we have a very advanced workshop in which you can do home automation, as I explained during one of the slides, that you want to turn on or off the lights while you're outside. You can have monitoring of what's going on inside your home. You are coming from shopping and you are very hungry and you want that your food should be ready by the end you reach home. So you send a command to your microwave oven or the stove to cook something for you. So you can do all these kind of automations you're using the Arduino. It's one of the wonderful workshops that you're going to enjoy, inshallah. So the advantages of Arduino, it's like it can create a greater efficiency and heightens your productivity. What does it mean? It means that it can give you a skill that can make you able to do very productive things in your life. You can make your own stuff for your own purpose, for own use, or you can make it for your friends, cousins, or if you want to earn money, you can make it for different companies. It enhances problem-solving skills and opens a new dimension of brain. You know, Allah Ta'ala has given you this brain This brain is a very complex thing, and it has lots of capabilities. Unfortunately, we are not using it to its maximum power. Okay, as per a small research that I did, we are using only 0.5% of our brain. You must have heard the name of Albert Einstein, one of the very famous and one of the most genius scientists we have in the history. As per the records, he used the maximum brain, and none has reached to that level till now. And even that's nothing in front of what Allah has given to us. So this Arduino is an opening door for you that can increase your productivity, and it can give you a skill that can help you use your brain to its maximum power. It allows you to better use an asset you already have acquired. The skill is your asset. Okay, so this skill can help you acquire a better life in your job where you are working, or if you have your own business, you set up a new company that makes different beautiful things for the world. So you can do that. You will enjoy your job because you are doing something creative, innovative, which others cannot. Okay, you can connect to other Arduino guys which are working throughout globally. They can help you out. They are very helpful. You can do automation business. You can have your own company that can do different kind of automations, and you can sell those solutions to different companies. Okay, so we have more advantages for Arduino, and you can explore them during our short courses that how Arduino can help you do all these great stuff. Okay, so I'll give it back to Mr. Rehan this session, and I see that lots of guys have many questions. We will inshallah answer all those questions. And if you have anything later on, you can ask me or Mr. Rehan. Okay, back to you, Mr. Rehan.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zeeshan, for such an enlightening presentation of Arduino. As everyone knows, now is the time for questions and answers. So if anyone has any questions, you are most welcome to raise your hand so that we can attend to your questions. We have a couple of minutes of time in which we can take sessions. We have a question from Ms. Sayyida Aisha. I would appreciate that please keep your questions short and sweet so that we can accommodate most of them. So Ms. Sayyida Aisha, I have unmuted you. Please go ahead and ask your question. Yes, Ms. Aisha. Hello? Hello?
तो मेरी आवाज आपको सुन पा रहे हैं आप?
Yeah, we can hear you, Aisha.
सर मैं बहुत इनिशियल लेवल पे हूँ और मेरा प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट किया था, लेकिन अभी मैंने देखा है कि जो बेसिक ऑर्डिनो बोर्ड है वो यूएनओ से स्टार्ट होता है. अगर हमें उस पे ही उसकी स्किल्स नहीं है तो हम नेक्स्ट नहीं मूव कर सकते, और मुझे इन चीज़ों का नहीं पता था और मैंने ऑर्डिनो मेगा ऑर्डर कर लिया, वो मेरे पास है भी. तो क्या मैं ऑर्डिनो मेगा के साथ ही कंटिन्यू कर सकती हूँ विदाउट लर्निंग यूएनओ?
Okay, thank you very much, Aisha. In order to make this question useful for everyone, I'll switch to English so that everybody can benefit. One of the participants is having an Arduino Mega board, which is the second level board, and she's asking that if she can still continue with this board or she has to work on UNO. The answer is very easy. It doesn't matter that which board you are using. All of them are on the same level. Aisha, you can use Mega as well for your project. Mega and UNO, the difference between the two boards is that on a Mega you have more pins. You can connect more devices on that. So based on the size of the board, they have put it on the second level. It's not that based on the complexity or based on the user difficulty they have put it on second board. It's just because of its size. So you can still use Arduino Mega for your project without any problems. The code, the programming is same, just like UNO or any other board, even for the 3D printing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zeeshan. We'll take one last question from Mr. Muhammad Asad, and we'll just end the session afterwards. Mr. Asad, please ask your question.
Thank you very much for this session. Alhamdulillah, it was a very good, beneficial, good initiative. I have a couple of questions. The first one is about programming language. We see, because I have a Tinkercad account with me and also created an account for my son. So we have to option of programming either in block or in text as well. So which would you prefer in your courses? Will you give approaches for both text-based and block-based programming? And if either one of them are used, so you will initialize with some programming basics and what is a programming language. Some may not even know what is a programming language, or some may have very basic information. So how are you going to approach the programming aspect? This is one. And I want to know where can we buy Arduino kits in Pakistan and in Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia is pretty much clear. I think the markets are there, but in Pakistan, are there any e-markets, e-commerce stores where we can get the Arduino boards, or whether they are available in the market as well?
Okay.
These two questions, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Asad. Thanks for your questions. Regarding your first question about the programming language, we are using C language for programming. Okay, this is one of the very easy languages. The approach that I basically use for working on Arduino is based on the participants. Okay, if I have the participants age from the middle age, we usually basically do a kind of quick evaluation of the participants, and I prefer to start directly working with the coding, with the C language. Okay, it looks like that it is it's kind of a difficult thing, but I assure that the way we teach the participants the C language is very easy. So they, even if you do not know about the programming language before, you can still work on it, because we take it from very basics, and we start building on that. In other case, where we have the participants from a lower age group, but we prefer that you must have heard about Scratch. It's an MIT program which is based on the blocks. So we teach children about the Scratch first, where we teach them how to make different kind of algorithms and how to solve them, and how to make different programs on that. So once they are familiar with the problem solving skills, then we switch them to the Arduino programming. But again, in Arduino, I prefer to use coding program language, okay, not the blocks, because ultimately in the real world you are going to use a programming language which can be C or Python, anything. So regarding the first question, we will go for the C language. Regarding how to buy in Pakistan, I'm not sure in which cities you're living, but if you are in Lahore, you can go to Hall Road. If you are in Islamabad or Rawalpindi, you can go to Sadr. You will see lots of shops over there. Or if you want to buy it online, you can order it from China or from locally. There are many companies which are working to provide different electronic kits. We can share these links with you. Inshallah, Mr. Rehan will do that. I will share with him, and he can share with you. I hope your both questions are satisfactorily answered.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Zeeshan. We will take one more question since we have a little time to spare. Go ahead, Mr. Satish. Please ask your question.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for the wonderful presentation. So my question is based around the safety of Arduino kits. I have just ordered and received one. It's in my hands now. So I'm just starting off with it, and I have like a bit of experience in programming, but like I don't know the ABC of electronics yet. So I was just wondering, like, if these Arduino kits are programmed or made in a way that it avoids getting into flames. If I just do something wrong, let's say put a lot of load on it or something.
Okay.
So I would just like to know about the durability, or what do you call it, the safety of it. Yeah.
Okay. One of the very beautiful questions I have received during this session. For the beginners and even for the advanced users, I always prefer to use a simulator that I showed on the Tinkercad. Okay, a simulator helps you avoid all those stuff that you have mentioned, like burning, overloading, getting things damaged. What you do that on a simulator, you build and the code you do on that and test it. Okay, so once you are comfortable that your program and your code and what you are making is working fine, then you can do it on the actual Arduino. So during this simulator testing, you can change your code, you can change your hardware, you can change your design, and this doesn't affect your hardware in actual. So what I prefer that you build your project on simulator first. Once it is final, then you can build it on the actual Arduino.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Zeeshan, for clarifying the safety measures and the importance of using a simulator. So with this, I would like to thank all the participants once again for sparing their time and attending to this online webinar. And we hope that you have gained some interest in this course. And we will be offering our 4 to 5 days short courses soon enough for you to register to them and get a hands-on learning and practical experience on Arduino. So make sure that you are connected with us over our social medias as displayed over the screen. And even in future, if you have any questions, you are most welcome to post them on our Facebook and other social media platforms. With this, once again, I would like to say thanks to Mr. Zeeshan for such a lovely presentation. And just to make sure, our future 4 to 5 days workshops, short courses, they will have a very minuscule, very low cost to them as well. So I hope that we can invest our time and just a little bit of invest from our pockets to learn something amazing to make our futures bright and better. With this, again, thanking you all, looking forward to your interest and your commitment to our future webinars, which we will be offering regularly. Please stay connected, and thank you very much. Take care.